Today we are looking at baseball cards that are worth a fortune. I mean, some of these cards have sold for over $500,000 at auction. Now, you guys know, if you guys watch my channel regularly, that we upload mostly coin collecting videos, rare coins, but I have been a sports card collector just as long as I've been collecting coins, for over 20 years now, and I love baseball cards. I probably need to make more videos about them. I know some of you guys do comment and say, you should make more sports card videos. I will. I definitely will. I would like to get out at least 1 or 2 per week, with the rest of the coin videos coming out every day as well. And focus on other collectibles. You know, I collect all kinds of other stuff too, wrestlers and all kinds of stuff. But let's focus on this video here. This is an old baseball card from the year 1910. It came out of, you know, the old cigarette packs, old mill here. Baseball subjects, large assortment. Awesome cards. There's a lot of fakes and reproductions of these, but this is a genuine Joe Jackson baseball card that is graded and authenticated by SGC. This baseball card sold for $492,000 at auction. So if your grandpa or grandma's got any old sports cards laying around, you might want to check them and look up the values, because, man, $492,000, that can definitely change someone's life. Now, here's an old Cracker Jack baseball card, of course, featuring Cobb here. Man, I love these cards. I remember having the reproductions of these when I was a kid, and I was like, man, I just wish I had a real one. And of course, now I still wish I had a real one, because this card sold for over $500,000. To be exact, this baseball card sold for $516,000 at auction. Of course, this one here is graded by PSA at a near mint to mint 8. And then we got Lou Gehrig, 1933 DeLong. Near mint to mint 8.5 by PSA here. This baseball card sold for $264,000. By the way, we're going to get more modern here as we go and go all the way up until the 1960s, I believe. This is a 1941 Joe DiMaggio baseball card. Play ball. Sports Hall of Fame there on the reverse of this baseball card. Graded by PSA at a gem mint 10. Can't beat that, man. I mean, $750,000 baseball card here. Could you imagine paying $750,000 for a baseball card? Whew. I would definitely sell it. I'm not that big of a collector. I would sell it. I mean, I could buy like $100,000 worth of baseball cards and keep $650. That would be the way I would go with it. But let's move on here to a 1948 Leaf Babe Ruth card, graded by PSA at a mint 9. Now, the cool thing about him, I feel like I kind of have like this weird connection with him, is because when I go down to Florida and Treasure Island, I stay in a hotel that's right next to where his beach house was way back in the day, and it's still there. You know, I walk by it every time we walk into the hotel. It's right next to the hotel. So, yeah, pretty cool history there for Babe Ruth. He also had a place in St. Petersburg, a much larger house there, and then had the little beach house there on Treasure Island Beach in Florida. But this baseball card here sold for $540,000. Now, this is the same year and everything, 1948 Leaf, but this is the Jackie Robinson card. The Babe Ruth sold for $540,000. The Jackie Robinson card sold for $440,000, and it's graded by PSA at an 8. So instead of a mint 9 like the Babe Ruth card. $444,000 for that one. Now here's another 1948 Leaf card featuring Leroy Satchel Paige. And this is graded by PSA at a 6, and the card sold for $60,000. Now here's a 1952 Topps Hal Jeffcoat. You know, I think I have some 1952 Topps, but nothing extremely rare or valuable or anything. I haven't really got into my collection in a little bit. But going too soon, as we have the new office now. I'm going to get a lot more organized here. This 1952 Topps baseball card, graded by PSA at a mint 9, sold for $49,000. So always look up the cards that you have, you know. Look up the values of what they are in specific grades, if they're worth spending the money to have graded. Because if they are and you're going for a specific grade and you feel like you can get that, for it to be valuable, then, you know, go for it, you know, especially if you could sell something for $49,000. It's a lot of money. But this next card's even more money. 1953 Topps Mickey Mantle baseball card, graded by PSA at a mint 9. This card sold for $396,000. Nearly $400,000. Now, you got to keep in mind the last few years, prices have fluctuated tremendously. Of course, we had the big baseball sports card boom again, kind of similar to the early 90s, late 80s. But here in 2023, we're starting to see a decline as the production went crazy with the amount of cards that they've put out the last couple years. So not many people standing in line to get cards anymore. Still, people are buying a lot of them, but not as much as the last couple years. So we're starting to see a little decline. So these prices can change at any time. But these are what they've recently sold for in the last couple years. 1953 Willie Mays baseball card here, graded by SGC, and this card ended up selling for $360,000 at auction. Now here's my good old Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Redlegs. I'm in Cincinnati, so man, I just love Cincinnati Reds baseball cards. I got a gazillion of them. But this is the 1957 Topps Frank Robinson baseball card, graded by PSA at a mint 9. This card sold for $48,000 at auction, and a little bit older PSA holder there. Here's a 1957 Topps as well, featuring Ted Williams, of course. Graded by PSA at a mint 9 also. This card sold for over $55,000. And then here's another Mickey Mantle card. This is from the 1958 Topps set. So this is the All-Star edition of the Mickey Mantle card from 1958. Graded by PSA at a mint 9. Again, this card sold for $63,000. Moving on to a 1959 Topps Bob Gibson, graded at an amazing Gem Mint 10 by PSA. This baseball card sold for $324,000. So similar to like coins, if you guys watch my coin videos, cards are very similar in a way of grading. So if there's only like one or two exist at a Gem Mint 10 of this specific card, then that's going to create a high demand for that card, and that's going to increase the value for the card. So same with like a rare penny, you know, if there's only one or two at a specific grade or condition, you know, that's going to increase the demand and the price for that. The grade population is extremely important. Now here's a Hank Aaron, Hank Aaron, 1963 Topps baseball card, graded at that Gem Mint 10. This card sold for $222,000 at auction. Now here's one that I thought was really cool, 1971 Major League Baseball bubblegum baseball card, box that is unopened. 10 cents a pack, man. That's just unbelievable, right? Unopened, sealed, just, man, amazing here. This box of baseball cards sold for $138,000. Now, someone will probably open it up, find one of the couple ones that they want to get graded. Maybe they think that they might be able to get a Gem Mint 10 on, and maybe make some money from this, but maybe they'll just hold on to it, keep it sealed, and try to resell it for more. Now here's another box of baseball cards from 1973, of course Topps here. These cards are, again, sealed, unopened, $93,000 at auction is what this box of baseball cards sold for. Unbelievable. So if you guys have any sports cards laying around, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys have, if you guys have any valuable ones. Always love seeing some old, valuable sports cards. Feel free to check out the rest of the sports card videos here on the channel. So don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check those videos out to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.